taste that. But I mean, everything looks so colourful.
Yep.
And then
Put
it looks
it back in
lovely.
the
And
oven.
this
Oh, really healthy. 20 minutes, just so the sauce reduces. Which is delicious because the coconut just brings out just adds another level. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut these into chips, and also they're left with the peel on, so that all the nutrients in anything are just underneath the surface of the peel. So once you peel it and throw the peelings away, you've thrown away most of the vitamins. It's one of the very few occasions when I use a slightly bigger knife, because even though I am a chef, I think a lot of the chefy stuff can be left to one side. So I'm cutting these beautiful sweet potatoes. See the colour of that? Cutting these into fry shapes. And they all need to be similar in cross section, otherwise they'll cook at different rates. So you can leave them big like this if you fancy it, or you could cut them in half like that, as you prefer. But they do need to be fairly uniform. So I'm going to cook them in rapeseed oil. And because we're going to put it in the oven, we don't want to have cold pressed or no extra virgin, nothing like that, because if we were to do that, then there would be too high a smoke point for the oil, and the oil would break down and give the impression of being burnt. Smoked paprika, that will give them a fantastic taste and colour. Cayenne pepper for a bit of a kick. Garlic powder, bit of garlic. Cumin, which is just a fantastic seasoning for anything really. And a bit of pepper, black pepper, and some salt, just for a little bit of seasoning. Then I'm going to mix this all together and toss the sweet potatoes into the mixture, but then I'll have messy hands. So before I get my hands messy, I have lined two baking trays with foil, which I've made into a little kind of ridge. See that? To put this here. So I'm going to put a little bit of oil on each of these just to stop anything sticking. I've got two. And then I'm going to mush that about with my hands just to oil it so nothing will stick. Something that only children in the family are going to enjoy doing. So I'm just going to mix this together as it is with my hands, no better tool. And then chuck these in and just give them a little coating. Beautiful colours. Mix certain there's a little bit of the oil and spice mixture on everything. And then, since I've got two trays, I'm going to put half on one tray and half on the other. And just kind of do that by guessing. So just pull that half, line them all up like that. Smells amazing. And then because they're all the same size or similar size, they should all cook at the same rate. Just going to toss these a little bit more, check for all the nice flavour and goo, oily goo from the bottom of the bowl, and then line these up. I always think I'm very, very lucky to be a chef because I get to play with food and it just smells amazing. Even if you're not tasting it, even at this stage, the smell is amazing and it looks so beautiful. Right, let's squeeze all of those on there. The last bit of deliciousness, bung that on there. Then I'm going to pop this in the oven at 200 degrees. It depends how thickly you've cut them, but in this case, it will be about 30 minutes.